Happiness is not given, it's created. True fulfillment doesn't come from applause, from trophies, or from reaching some distant finish line. It comes from the grind, from the struggle, from the relentless pursuit of mastery. The weak chase success as an end goal, always reaching, never arriving. But the strong know that the process is the reward. If you're still chasing external validation, still waiting for the world to hand you happiness, then you're already losing. But if you're ready to break free from the illusion, to embrace the struggle, and to find meaning in the work itself, then this is for you. Welcome to the truth. Happiness is not some distant treasure to be unearthed. It is forged in the fires of your own relentless pursuit. The weak wander life like beggars, hands outstretched for joy they believe must be given to them. But the strong, they take raw iron of discipline and hammer it into their own salvation. Every moment of focus, every drop of sweat, every midnight hour spent mastering their craft. This is the alchemy that turns suffering into transcendence. The universe does not gift purpose. It responds to those who demand it through action. Your happiness will not be found in some imagined future where everything is easy, but in the present where everything is earned. In the sting of calloused hands, in the ache of a mind pushed beyond its limits, in the quiet satisfaction of knowing you have wrestled life to the ground and taken what is yours. You want fulfillment? Then stop searching and start building. Let your discipline be your temple. Let your intensity be your prayer. Let your craft become the mirror that shows you what you're truly capable of. Because the greatest joy is not in having, but in becoming. And becoming never ends. Happiness is not a destination. It's the byproduct of a life lived at full throttle. The weak wait for it. The strong create it with blood and fire. Strength is not found in some distant victory. It is forged in the crucible of daily repetition. The weak chase the illusion of arrival, mistaking the mountaintop for the prize. But the strong, they worship the climb. Every drop of sweat, every aching muscle, every moment of resistance is not a barrier to success. It is success. The iron does not become a sword by wishing. It is hammered, folded, and tempered until it cannot break. The process does not lead to transformation. It is transformation. The grind is not a means to an end. It is the end itself. To love the work more than the outcome is to become unstoppable. To find purpose in the struggle is to render failure meaningless. The weak seek shortcuts, but the strong know. There are no shortcuts to places worth going. You want power? Then fall in love with the repetition. Let the weights bend you until you stand taller. Let the pages empty your mind until only wisdom remains. Let the struggle strip away everything that is not essential, because what remains will be unshakable. The process is not the path, it is the destination. And those who understand this, they do not achieve greatness, they become it. Most will die chasing phantoms, always grasping for a happiness that was never out there to begin with. The tragedy isn't that they fail, it's that they spend their lives missing the point entirely. They sacrifice years at the altar of someday, blind to the fire that could have forged them. The weak trade their present for a future that doesn't exist. But the strong, they strike the match right now. Fulfillment doesn't live in some distant after. It thrives in the bloody knuckles, the 3 a.m. study sessions, the silent battles fought when no one's watching. Most people are so busy waiting for the harvest that they forget to plant. By the time they realize the seeds were in their hands all along, the soil has turned to dust. You want liberation? Then wake up. Today is the only day that exists. The weight's in your hands. the pages under your fingers, the fire in your chest. This is the currency of gods. Most will never understand that the work isn't the price you pay. It's the prize you earn. And by the time they do, their hands will be empty. The weak chase, the strong build. Most will die reaching. You'll live rooted in the only truth that matters, that the treasure was never at the end of the map. The treasure was the map itself. Most minds are prisons built by society, cells of when-then delusions. When I reach the goal, then I'll be happy. When I get the reward, then I'll feel fulfilled. This is the grand lie that keeps the weak chasing horizons that always retreat. But the unchained, they don't move toward meaning. They generate it with every rep, every stroke, every moment of focused intensity. Success isn't a destination. It's the byproduct of a mind that has learned to burn in the now. The weak exhaust themselves, running toward mirages. The strong, they become the oasis. Every drop of sweat is the universe reminding you the power was never in the outcome. It's in the doing that transforms you into someone who doesn't need the outcome to matter. Rewiring your mind isn't optional. It's survival. The present isn't where you wait for life to happen. It's the forge where you strike the hot iron of your will against the anvil of now. Most will die waiting for life to begin. You'll live with your teeth sunk into each second, knowing this truth. Milestones are for the mediocre. Movement is for the masters. The finish line is a trick. The race never ends. And the only ones who win are those who fall in love with the sprint itself. Life isn't a mountain to summit. It's an endless storm to navigate. The weak cling to the fantasy of some tranquil peak where the winds finally still, where the climb is over. But the strong, they strap on their armor and step into the gale, knowing the storm is the journey. There is no dock where the waves stop rocking your ship. Only stronger hands on the wheel, a keel carved deeper by every tempest. Perfection is the most seductive of lies, a siren song that lures the mediocre onto rocks. Stability, a fairy tale told to children. The universe operates on one brutal law: adapt or be erased. The turbulence never stops. You simply grow fangs in the chaos. The weak pray for calm seas. The strong become the storm. You want to thrive? Then worship volatility. Let uncertainty be your whetstone. Let change carve you into something too fluid to break, too sharp to ignore. The masters of life don't seek shelter. They build empires in the hurricane's eye, laughing as lesser minds beg for a peace that doesn't exist. There is no after, no finally. Only the relentless, beautiful, terrifying now. The weak wait for the storm to pass. The strong learn to dance in the lightning. Comfort is quicksand. The more you struggle to preserve it, the faster it drowns you. The weak build castles in the sand, then scream when the tide obeys its own laws. But the strong, they study the currents. They don't beg the waves to stop. They learn to ride them or become them. Control is the grand illusion. The only real power is in your capacity to transform when the ground collapses beneath you. Discomfort isn't the enemy. It's the universe's sharpest teacher. The weak waste their lives running from shadows. The strong stand still just long enough to let the darkness sharpen their vision. Survival isn't about avoiding the storm. It's about becoming the lightning that splits the sky open. Adaptation isn't a strategy. It's the only law that matters. You want to not just survive, but conquer? Then stop building shelters and start forging weapons. Let every disruption temper you. Let every uncertainty reveal what's unbreakable in you. The future doesn't care about your plans. It rewards those prepared to incinerate their own limitations and rise from the ashes. The weak pray for calm. The strong develop gills when the flood comes. Evolution isn't optional. It's the price of existence. Pay it willingly or go extinct quietly. If this resonated with you, if you're ready to stop chasing and start creating, then hit that subscribe button. This is just the beginning. The journey to greatness is long, but it's worth it. And I'll be here every step of the way to guide you. So subscribe now and let's rise together.